Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a login and registration process using PHP. Here you can see I am in a folder PHP tutorial, and here you can see I have installed Jump in my PC, and I have started the Apache server because the PHP is a server-side scripting language, so we need a server to run this. Okay, and here in this folder, I'm going to create a new file. Let's name it login.php. So the .php is the extension for the PHP file. And here I'm going to write is exclamation sign, then I will press tab, and here you can see it create basic structure for me. And here I'm going to say form. Okay. Why? Why? Because if you need to, you know, create a login form, you have to use form tag. Okay. So first of all, the action, I mean, where it will go when actually we will press on, I mean, click on login, then the action will actually define that where it will actually go. So we have to say here that login.php. I mean, I want to actually read it to the same page. So here login.php. And we need one more thing, that is method. So the method, we have two kind of method, I mean post and get. So if you want to show any data in the URL, let's say here, I'll go in this address bar, you have to use get. Otherwise, you should use post. So basically, we use post method to actually for the soft information. Okay. So here I'm going to use post, and I need input fields. Why? Because I need to give her input. So let's say most of the time actually we will use email and password for the logging purpose. Okay, so here I'm going to say email, and I need a name to receive the field value. So the name will be email. Let's say you can give here any name, and you can give here actually a placeholder, because the placeholder attribute contains dummy text. And here I'm going to say enter your name. Here I'm going to say next input is password, so the type is password and name is also password. And I want to use a placeholder attribute here. I will say enter your password. Okay. And I need a button. So I will say another input type, and that is submit. Submit button. And I want to set the name for this button is, let's say, log submit, let's say. And here I'm going to set value, because I need to give here a value. Without giving value, it will not show anything. Okay. So here I will say that log in. So now let's run this PHP file in the browser. So I will go here, and here you can see we are in the PHP tutorial. And what you have to do, you just have to say local. Okay, maybe I can go to the new tab. Okay, here I'm going to say local host slash my uh, inventory name. I mean, not inventory, what can I say? Directory name. Okay, PHP tutorial. So PHP tutorial, and the file name. PHP file name is login.php. So I have to give here one more slash, then login.php. Enter. And here you can see we have two new field here. All right. A field here and a button. So let's say I want to say here tanvi@gmail.com, and then password, let's say 123. If I log in, and here uh, it will actually redirect to the same page. So at the top, sorry, not here, at the top of the page. And here I'm going to receive all the fields value, because it will redirect to the same page with the field value. So here I'm going to say that if is set a method, and where I'm going to say if dollar underscore super global variable post. So these are called super global variable. Why? Because you can actually access any, any value through this super global variable from the form. Okay, so here you can see the method is post, so I have to say here super global variable post. And if the method is get, so we have to use here dollar underscore get. Okay, and here I have to give the field value, and the field will be the submit button. Okay, because I will check that if the submit button is set or not. So the post, I will name I'll write the name submit. Okay, and if the condition match, then we'll actually I mean enter here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to declare some variable. So to declare a variable, you have to use dollar sign and then a variable, let's say email, to receive the email. And here I'm going to say dollar underscore post because the method is post. And here I have to say the field name. So here you can see email is the field name for the email. I have to give a semicolon, and actually I'm going to copy it, paste it, and I need to say here password because the next field name is password. All right. So I got the email and password, and now I will actually echo them. I will say name. Sorry. I'll say here name is colon, and here I'm going to use curly braces. Why? Because I want to print or show the variable inside double quotation. If you actually don't want to show it inside a double quotation, you can actually use here concatenation sign. Okay. I don't know if you can see. Oops, much zoom. Okay, so here you can see uh, we have dot sign here, right? So this is called concatenation sign, and then you just have to say here email or any variable. Okay, but instead of this, I'm going to use the curly braces because curly braces will do in the same thing actually. Just it can actually help to writes something or shows any variable values inside double quotation. So here you can see name is email, and I will say password is curly braces. I will say dollar. Sorry. So now we can actually go here, browser, and let's say I want to refresh it. So I'll say enter, and the name, let's say Yamin. So this is the email, right? So yamin@gmail.com, and the password is 123. I log it. Here you can see name. So we are getting the values also, right? Yamin@gmail.com, and password is 123. So this is how you can actually create a login form. And for the registration form, you just have to create a, let's say, new file, and I will say it registration .php. Here, what you have to do, you just have to copy all the things. Let's say, go here, paste, and everything is same. And here, let's say you need some more field. Let's say input. Type would be text. Why? Because I want to, give write here name. So the name will be name. Use placeholder, and I will say enter your name. And so the action will actually go to the now registration, right? Registration.php. So I have to change here, and now it will actually go here, and we have to receive the name also. So I will say dollar name is equal to dollar underscore post. Here I'm going to say a field name is name. That's it. And here you can see email is like this, and I say mail is let's say dollar mail, and okay, let me change it here. This is not name, this is email. So I will say email is practice. Okay, so now we just have to go to the registration.php. So I say here registration.php. So here you can see we have name. So I will say Yamin, email. So you can see enter your name. So I have to change it. Not name actually, it will be email, right? Refresh. So enter your name. Let's say Yamin at gmail.com. Password 123. 2, 3. Login. Now you can see name is Yamin, email is yamin@gmail.com, password is 123. So this is how actually you can do login and registration process in PHP. Uh, so I hope you understand. If this video is helpful for you, please make sure to give a like and subscribe this channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.